Talented people are only valuable at the point of deployment. So my name is Keo Baba. They call me the mayor of Pitagua. I'm a comedian, compare conference speaker, and then CEO Talkaholic Enterprise, the creative director or the lead consultant, Talkaholic Talent Factory. And our goal is to always make sure that we help talent discover, develop, and deploy their talent. And the context of this whole series is about talent commercialization. How you can take your talent, your natural ability, your skills, your knowledge, and turn them into value that people will pay you for. Yes. And we've had conversations about um, development. We've had conversations about talent discovery, talent development, and today I just want to dive into talent deployment. And of course, deploying your talent simply means the intentional use of your abilities and skills. The intentional use of your ability and skills to solve problems, create value, render services, and this is important. This is important. Let me list a couple of things I consider when solve problems. Solve problems. To solve problems. Um, Solve problems. Create value. Create value. Um, Influence lives. Influence life. Render services. Render services. Enable convenience. Now, these are like some of the ways, like you use your natural ability to solve problems for people. You create value in form of entertainment, education, whatsoever. You influence life with it. Of course, you render services, you enable convenience. I can go on and on and on. Deployment is definitely a point where you can even generate opportunities. Let me add that generate opportunities, so you can go on and on. So deploy your talent is key, and this is the key too because countless people are talented. We have so many persons that have discovered their talent, and then the numbers just keep going down. You have people. Let me say we have 100,000 persons being able to discover their talent, and then you dig down, you find out that out of the 100, you will likely have just about 30,000 that had to they made that move, they stretch, they push harder to do something that I consider important. Guess what? Maybe develop their talent. The process of learning, mentorship, practicing, all of these things that will help you develop your talent. But when you take it further, there are several others who will develop their talent, but they will not know how to deploy their talent. And every conversation we have about commercialization has to do with deployment. That means it into work. Yes, and this is the point where you can also talk about employment. Most of us say we're self-employed. Why are we self-employed as creative, as talented people? We are self-employed because we are able to deploy our talent. Most of us say we are employees. Why are we employees within this creative ecosystem? We are employees because somebody saw value, saw our ability, our skills, our knowledge, our capacity, and they looked at it and then they hired us, they gave us opportunity, and all of this is tied to deployment. So what deployment of talent will do for you is an enablement for you to begin to generate income and make so much. Yes, talented people are only valuable at the point of deployment. That's it. I mentioned it in yesterday. I said people don't pay you because you are talented. Nobody's going to say, wow, you can sing, you can do this. That's not why they are paying you. They are paying you because your talent has value. Your talent can benefit them. With your talent, you are rendering services. With your talent, you are providing solutions. With your talent, you are creating value. You are influencing them. You are enabling convenience. You're making it easy for them. So take note. So deployment is not a case of I have talent. If you say you're gifted as a singer, you can sing. Not just can you sing, You can sing in a way that people say if they hire you, that music skills, that your singing ability can entertain their audience, can make their event lovely, can make their event nice. So take note, talent deployment. So that's why the conversation is putting your talent to work. The word rewards value, not your talent. You are a teacher, can you teach? Can you share knowledge? Can you educate? You are a designer, can you create? You are a comedian, can you perform? That's some of the basic things you need to understand about talent deployment. It simply means put your talent to work. And because you're working, that is when you are worthy of receiving a payment. Yes, I will run something. I call it the 7 principles of talent deployment, and that's where I want us to dwell. 7 principles. If you look at these 7 principles, they will show you how to put your talent to work. I've seen a lot of talented people. They are talented but frustrated. The reason is because they cannot deploy their talent. I've seen people who they did not discover their talent, and I feel for them. I've seen the ones who have discovered that they cannot develop their talent. I feel for them, but I feel for people who spent time, who went through the process of discovery, they went through the process of developing your talent, and they are struggling now to deploy your talent. And this is where you would have gotten to that point because discovery is important. Development is about mastery, yes, and managing your talent. That's it. But the point where you begin to market and monetize, that's where deploying of your talent falls in. And you must learn this. So we have a conversation now. 7 principles. Let's go. So we have this conversation. 7 principles of talent deployment. Number one, start before you feel ready. Yes, I keep telling talented people this. Start before you feel ready. Yes, because it's a good thing to make sure that you develop your talent to a point where you are good to go. I like that. In fact, I'm an apostle of preparedness. But when you wait for the perfect time, there's no perfect time. Honestly, in the ecosystem, in this industry, in the marketplace, there's no perfect time. So this is what I say most times. Start before you feel ready because while you're waiting for the perfect time, you will not have the perfect time. Remember when I started doing, I started as a company, going to events. In most cases, I was not like that top-notch master of ceremony. But I had to be there, hold the microphone, ask for the program, get a couple of things done. Just keep doing it. As you're doing it, sometimes you will learn while you're in the course of doing it. That's part of even your development process. Not just at that point. And one of the things I discovered too as a stand-up comedian, sometimes our set was not good enough. The materials were not strong enough. In the process of performance, that's where we even had others say, if you ended the joke this way, if you said it this way, if this was your setup, if this was your punchline, it would have been better. Not just people saying that to me, I could finish and say, this joke would have been said this way. So start before you feel ready. Don't wait for the perfect time. You will not. Yes, not just start before you feel ready. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Just make sure that there is a beginning process. Yes, because every start must have a start. That's one of my biggest quotes. I keep saying it. Deploy your talent. Don't wait for a perfect time. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Just make sure you start. Start. That's the hardest thing for most persons. Take that first step. Make that first move. Hit it. Just keep going. They say journey of 1,000 miles start with a step. Start. And most times in stepping out, you're not waiting for the perfect time. Just take it. But this is what I say. Don't get on that big stage. Make sure you take it from a small stage. When I coach comedians or master of ceremony musicians, I say yes. One day you need to sing to a million persons, but see 10, 20, 50, 100. Build your audience, build your confidence. Don't move from nothing. So one day a young man met me and said, I want to perform in your show. And I said, now I'm gathering 5,000 persons in the hall or much more than that. Even if it's less, most of my events are not, my events are always in thousands. And you say it's your first performance. No, you don't need my platform. Maybe I have some other comedians that are not as big as I am, but you need their platform. I will hold a conversation with them and put you in. And that's the way it should work. So in telling you to start when you don't even feel like you're not ready. Please don't be in a hurry to hit platforms you cannot handle. Growth happens through action. Growth will take time, but build it up. I understand how to build brand, and most times I've learned this. I may not feel ready, I will start. But when I start at this level, it has to be one step after the other. Number two, solve real problems. Solve real problems. Number two thing about talent deployment, number two principles about talent deployment is you must learn how to solve problems. Most times, the real opportunity is in knowing how to solve problems. I don't know what your talent is, so you're going to ask, which problem can I solve with my talent? Which solution can I provide with my talent? If you have an ability, a particular skill or knowledge, that skill is a solution to somebody. There are actions you can take and it will solve somebody's problem. So you ask yourself, so imagine you're talented, very good cook. That simply means when people have events, you can solve their problem. You can make food for people to eat. You will solve hunger problems. You can. There are people who know how to do graphics. You've acquired the skill as a graphic design. So if I have a problem and I want to create graphics, and you can render that particular service. It means you can solve my problem. To look at the talent you have, multiple talent, your ability, your skills, your knowledge, and ask yourself, which problem can I solve with this talent? This is like a game changer. It will help you because the value you can consistently provide, the solution you can consistently provide, it will stand as a representation of your talent deployment. So give out your talent. And part of the ways to give out your talent is to know how to solve real problems. Number three is be visible. Be visible. Be visible. Most people will not hire you because they're not seeing you. They've not discovered you. They don't know that you exist. So if you must do anything, in course of trying to deploy your talent, be visible, be known, create awareness. Because it is an awareness that will bring you business most times. It's awareness that will make it easier for you to deploy your talent. Be visible. So it's awareness that will make people, if people don't know you, they can't use you. People don't know you can sing. People don't know you can teach mathematics. People don't know you can teach English language. You can teach economics. People don't know you can play a particular instrument. People don't know you can paint. They don't know you can draw. They don't know you can produce songs. They don't know you can play the keyboard. They don't know all of this, that you can anchor events. They don't know. So because they don't know, they won't use you and your talent will miss that opportunity for expression. So this is why I tell people, be visible. Get on social media. Tell people what you can do. Tell people, talk about your talent. Tell people you are talented. And then be very specific. Point the areas that you are talented. Point to the areas of your core competence. Talk about your ability. Talk about your skills. Network with people. Write an article about you and the things you can do. Do a complimentary card. Do a graphics. Make content. Generate content. Create content. Content marketing has proven in today's marketplace as one of the biggest ways for you to gain visibility. So make content. Just do the things you can to make people know that you can deploy your talent. Number four is key. Be consistent. The number four principle. Number four is be consistent. I'm going to keep re-echoing a couple of facts that will help you all through this class. You hear certain terms, you hear certain principles again and again. Consistency simply means staying it. If you say you're visible today, if you create content and try to project the abilities that you have today, and tomorrow we can't see you, we don't understand whether you are still existing or you are off. Whether we call you, you are not there, you are not doing yourself a favor. Part of the things you must do, part of the principles of deployment is the talent you're trying to deploy, the problems you are trying to solve, keep solving them. The services you are trying to render, keep rendering them. The solution that you provide, keep providing them. Be consistent. Always be in it. Don't be on and off. Just try as much as possible because consistency builds trust. This gives birth to trust. This gives birth to trust. This will give birth to awareness. The people are aware, and awareness gives birth to business. That's the truth. Awareness will bring you business. If brand awareness, that's why it's important. If people know what you do, they will want to engage you to do what you do, and you'll be busy. Yes, but you see something with consistency, it brings trust. Not just trust for you as a person, it brings improvement as well. It brings improvement. It will help you improve. It will improve your career. So just try as much as possible. Be consistent. Stay in it. If you quit today and then you start again tomorrow, there is always a missing link. Yes. So I'm talking to you about the 7 principles. Not just am I going to speak to you about the 7 principles. I want to continue this class tomorrow. So stay put. Not just am I talking about the 7 principles. I have a couple of things I want to share about talent deployment because this is key. Deployment is the process of employment. Whether you employ yourself or somebody employs you, the best thing that can happen is after you discover, develop the talent, you must reach this point, the point of deployment. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notification button. 8 p.m. we drop a 15 minutes class that you can learn. Not just will you learn from this class, you can go back all of the sections that we have before this time, you will also learn from them. Then refer someone to learn. You care about someone who is talented but is still trying to make certain decisions. Videos and trainings and sections we have here will be very, very helpful. I love you.